Monetization specifically, all that, but you guys definitely made a lot of good time during COVID, especially with Black Blasphemy and Red Tape and all that stuff. So my question more so comes from the people who are very multifaceted, Leo, Patrick, Jeremy, and everybody else. How do you balance what you mentioned before about the scheduling for everything? Like, considering you have so many interests in gaming and acting and all that reaction stuff, like what tools have you specifically used or apps or books have you used to help manage that time of being interested in so many different things? My ADHD brain can't count all the things that I like so much.
Okay, so yeah, for sure. So, and I had to put that under control by doing this. So, since I came up very like format restricted, like not restricted, but that's just how it was. Like school had a schedule, you know, then I had a work schedule, and then all of a sudden it was like whatever you want to do. So I was all over the place. So what I did was, since my main app that I use is Google Maps, and I have alerts that go off, I literally built a school for myself. So for example, like Monday is strictly for comedy content and Patreon stuff. So I literally have like wake up, you know, there'll be just like a watching period of time where I watch other things and just like learn. Then there's like more of a hands-on type of thing, but it's like literally I have blocks throughout the day on my Google map, and then the next day would be for my gaming channel, and I'll do the exact same thing. The next day would be for design, because I noticed that sometimes I'll focus on one project, and then I'll look at one of my other pages, and I'll be like, I haven't posted in 2 weeks, I haven't posted in 3 weeks. So I think that just having a day for everything really helps. And then if I'm on set one day and I couldn't do that, I'll push that to the weekend. I said, what happened? I've been saying Google Maps. I've been doing that too. I've been using Google Maps to get home and stuff. Google Calendar. Now everything I'm saying makes sense now, right? But I use Google Maps too. So Google Calendar will have blocks on it for every single day, and every day will have a focus, so that after a week passes, it's like, oh, okay, I've worked specifically on every single thing, and that really helps me from being like scatterbrained. But I also use Google Maps.
For me, it's all about perspective, right? Like I remember having to wait at home and wait for a phone call to be able to go into an audition to be able to hopefully be creative, right? And audition for a character. Where we are now with technology, I get a chance to call action whenever I want. So I don't have to wait on anybody. No phone call from an agent, producer, come read the script, none of that. So I'm constantly just being creative every single day. And a big thing for me is the tools that we have access to, right? When I was growing up, I didn't have a device in my home that could record video, audio, editing, and put it out there for the world to see this craft that I was so passionate about. That wasn't available. It is now. Each and every single one of us has a device that does that. And I'll share this story very quickly. I was building out my live streaming gaming space, right? And I did all this research to make my green screen effect for my background look perfect, because I came from the production. Like I needed to look great. And then that green screen filter dropped on our phones, and all that work didn't even freaking matter. None of it mattered. So the point is, like, using the tools that are here, it's never been easier. Most perspective things, and maybe some people are just beginning, or they've been at this process a little bit, but understand it's never been easier with the tools that you have access to.
I want to add one thing for Cleo. You asked a couple more questions. I'm going to wrap. I wonder, how do y'all realize that YouTube is the #1 streaming platform in the world? Right? So to Cleo's point, the tools are there and the distribution is there, right? I know we got TikTok, Instagram, and others, which are great promotional short form content. But when you think of long form, I always think about Curator with some of the longer form stuff you're doing. It's the best platform to have for that, as long as you continue to nurture it and build it.
Okay, so I have a quick question. I heard you guys talk about like community and building a community, but what is the main thing to maintain the community? Like, how do you keep them coming back or more?
That's one of my videos. So, to maintain it, I think it starts with like something that everybody was saying about being human and creating a space for like-minded people, and then maintaining that space. And then one of the things that you do, which is one of my laws as well, that became an intern, yeah, moderation especially when you have live things and things like that. Having people maintain the safe space and nurture that safe space, it becomes something that you don't have to police all the time, and you just engage with your community constantly,
Yeah, I think community is the audience you really have. Like of your millions or hundreds of thousands, it's a small part of really rock with you. To her point, it's really about engaging with it. Like I was doing Periscopes every day for 45 minutes for like 2 years. I would do a Periscope for an hour on my way to office actually. I would be sunny crowds and I would talk every day. I think part of it is just being who you are, obviously building like-minded, and then being personable and responding. Like, I still respond to 2 or 3 comments on every platform on every video, as much as possible. And people are more likely to engage with you when you engage with them. So I think that's part of it. And consistency. People underestimate how much just being consistent, whatever that is. I do videos or 3 videos a day. If you're consistent with 1 week, as long as people know, oh, I can come back, it's going to be here, or he's going to be here, I think that's the key. So the most important part is knowing who your audience is. I am a church kid. My audience, people who love Jesus and Joseph. That is a very specific person. Who are in the church, but specifically on the back seat. They might have played the drums, but they also probably not a virgin, and they might have had to get out of wedlock. That is my audience, because that is me. I didn't, have to get out of wedlock, but a lot of the other stuff. So I think knowing who you're looking for, and then treating those people with kindness, respect, and respect.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Really quickly, I want to talk about brand deals and promotion in regards to viewership. So when it comes down to the more viewers you get, the more attention you get, the more followers you get, you'll have brands reaching out to you. One of the first brands that reached out to me was Manscaped. And we didn't keep them too long because they didn't like the fact that we didn't sell them promo codes. We were getting promo codes to everybody, right? After that bad taste in my mouth, we've had a lot of spamming in our email of just random brands that have nothing to do with us. Like, it could be a push-up board, or it could be like, water guns. It's mainly coming from like people who see us on Instagram, people who see us on TikTok. And for me, what I don't want to do is I'm worried about the constantly being a sellout. Because there's a lot of people on TikTok because they're pushing this TikTok shop for everybody just to make spam videos about TikTok or items in the TikTok shop because they promote those views for those products, and if you don't, I feel like you're in 200, 300 view jail. Now when it comes to promotion, a lot of these platforms want us to pay them money to get more viewership. It's to the point now, like we could have 160,000 followers on TikTok or whatever, but every other video is an advertisement like, I feel like these views are low, how do we pay for TikTok business or pay for, Instagram promotion, reels, whatever you want to call it. So what are your guys' ideas behind being muted if you don't promote or only getting boosted when you kind of sell out? Well, more so like, do the brand deals, play a big part of your viewership? And when you're trying to grow an audience, you're trying to grow attention, how do you go about that without looking like yourself?
So I will say the brand deal conversation is usually when you're further along, when you build an audience, and then of course you're at this level. So you guys know the essence. How do you go about brand deals?
I suck at brand deals. I don't attract that many brand deals. It's usually movies. It's not a huge part of my business. It's not really something I focus on. I try to make sure what I do take is something that I actually believe in. I found my audience doesn't believe I actually believe this product. They be like, come on, man. I pay my bills, you know what I'm saying? So podcast brand deals or small ads, people understand you got to do that to pay the bills. But I think if you wouldn't use the product for real, the chance that I would do a brand deal off of it is very good. And I think, to your point about Manscaped, that's just a really terrible part about the business. It's like, I can convince you to use Manscaped. That doesn't mean I'm going to put the code in when I go buy it. Right?
Yeah.
So that's just an unfortunate part of how it works. I'm certain, I've heard a lot of stuff on podcasts first, and then I see that product in Target. They'll never know that I heard about it on the podcast. So it's an unfair part of the business that we punish us offering. It's a way for companies to use you and they not have to pay you. Because it's nearly impossible to track. You don't track stuff on TV commercials. You watch a commercial and you're not going to know you're not going to know it's commercial. So that's really an unfortunate part. And that's why I really wouldn't focus on branding. That's my personal opinion. I don't focus on branding because that's so far out of control. Usually branded videos do the worst videos they ever take.
That's what I was gonna say, because you're saying like it can be good for viewership, but it's better, it may be better for revenue in some cases, but maybe not better for viewership. A lot of times the brand videos do worse than your regular content. And I would say don't worry about being a sellout, because I don't think you can consider yourself a sellout with tax boxes for your job, you know? And I think something we did say earlier is that you have to make money to live and survive. So yes, you don't want to start a channel to try to be pricing that and try to get people to be, but you need to make money. The electric company does not take logos or hey, I like this.
All right, well, everyone, I hope, did y'all enjoy this panel?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, once again, give a round of applause for our panelists, please.
Yo, make some noise once again for our phenomenal monetization panel. Dreamcon, make some noise, please. Come on stage, keep them here. Yo. Pristine, phenomenal culture genesis. We appreciate you guys. Setting the culture genesis, changing the culture, really shaping the culture. Appreciate you guys, brother. All right, next up we have a conversation on trade. We're going to go into our next conversation.